You both know the rules. Fight fair, fight clean. Touch glove if you want, and back your opponent.
Referee in charge, Olivier Coste. It is featherweight MMA World Championship unification. The champion, Thanh taking on the interim champion, Thanh Le. One is the world's largest stage of martial arts, representing the pinnacle of fighting.
Ready.
Will Thanh Le be able to beat that man, Thanh and gain retribution?
Thanh Le coming out in southpaw. He didn't switch to southpaw in the first fight until Thanh chewed up that lead leg. So interesting decision making from the interim champ, Thanh Le.
Thanh Le trying to give Thanh a different look here.
Yeah, and I think it's because of those leg kicks, right? That was the most effective strike that Thanh was able to land in the first fight. And this southpaw stance changes things up for the current champ.
Well, Thanh, last time we saw him, he was victorious against Thanh Le. There's a kick by Thanh Le. Thanh Le was
so good out of that southpaw stance. He can do them from both stances. That's one of the training methodologies of like Taekwondo, is they switch stances effortlessly. Go ahead, Ray.
Well, for Thanh Le, he said that, you know, the reason why he does this is he wants to fight the baddest dudes around him. Obviously, when it comes to featherweights, he doesn't get much higher than Thanh.
No, Thanh is at the top of the food chain right now, but chomping at the leaderboard is Thanh Le, looking to throw that left hand down the middle. Momentarily thinks about orthodox, but goes right back to it right there.
Thanh Le did tell us, he goes, this is chess. So you know that he doesn't want to make any mistake, especially with what happened in the first fight against Thanh.
Yeah, now this is different. You know, now this fight, Thanh is being the hunter.
Okay.
You know, now Thanh Le is the one trying to draw Thanh into something. Interesting.
There's a body kick there by Thanh Le, as Thanh still trying to process Thanh Le's movement.
A lot of feints.
There's a body kick there by Thanh Le. Momentarily backs up Thanh. Thanh has not been able to get in the range yet of Thanh Le.
I think this southpaw stance is kind of thrown off the champion.
And it was interesting because Thanh Le right away went to it, and he throws a right hand that misses. He went right to it right away as soon as the fight started, Mitch.
Oh, he didn't have to go southpaw until deep into the second round in their first fight. So this is a different strategy from Master Thanh Le here.
Scheduled for 5 rounds. We're just over the midway portion of the first round. There's a right hand to the body there by Thanh.
Yeah, that seems to be Thanh rangefinder here, is that straight right hand to the body.
Thanh has 12 knockouts and 80% finish rate. 6 first-round knockouts.
Let's go, guys, work!
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. As Thanh Le coming forward, but, you know, Thanh Le hasn't been able to land anything significant just yet against Thanh.
Yeah, he's landed a couple of kicks, but nothing to do damage. And now they're just kind of chasing each other. Or Thanh is chasing Thanh Le now, which is the opposite of the way things went in the first fight.
It's as if the roles have been reversed here in this second fight, Mitch.
You know, I like this strategic move from the Thanh Le camp, you know, changing things up. I think that push kick right there, and, you know, Thanh just kind of finding his range with it.
Thanh Le is just going back to conventional, and
Olivier Coste issued the warning. Oh no, going into the pocket.
Danny, it's been 4 minutes. More action.
He's issued a yellow card to both men, Thanh and Thanh Le. Thanh almost seems, you know, bewildered. He gave it to both. So a yellow card has been issued to both men. And Thanh, now they immediately mix it up from that.
Let's see what kind of adjustments Thanh can make. He's a sophisticated striker in his own right. great at problem solving. Let's see what kind of solution he comes up here for the elusiveness, which was a key for Tang Kai, at the beginning of this fight. So let's see what Tang Kai can do. He's being a little bit more aggressive here, putting out that jab, but
30 seconds left in the first round.
right now there's not a lot of action. And the only thing you can really give kind of if the match was stopped at this point is kind of the aggressiveness of Tang Kai, right?
Well, right now, Tang Kai and Tan Le. There's a body kick there by Tan Le. Tang Kai looking to close the distance. Here comes Tan Le coming forward, throws a knee, getting out of the range is Tang Kai, and then ends the first round.
You don't throw anything. You don't throw anything. You guys moving, you need to throw as well.
Next week, One celebrates International Women's Day on March 8th with a stacked women's card featuring 2 World Championship bouts. In the main event, Anime Kickboxing World Champion Jenna Todd faces off with interim title holder Bet Chicha, plus Mom Chef Alicia Helen Rodriguez defends her Anime Muay Thai strap against Christina Morales. That is Friday, March 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back in Bangkok at the historic, the Madison Square Garden of the East, Lumpini Stadium.
Yeah, you read my mind, Ray. We going back to Lumpini. I can't wait for that fight night, but right now, we've got a chess match going on here for the featherweight world title. I wonder what kind of adjustments both men are going to make here. Is Tan Le going to come out in that southpaw stance, or is Tang Kai going to change things up and be more aggressive here?
Well, the one thing I can tell you about Tan Le in speaking with him is that he's a thinker. He's so cerebral with everything that he does, as he does start off in that southpaw stance, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, as a lifelong martial artist, he's been doing this since he could walk. His dad brought them into the fight world and just never let them out. By choice, I do think so. Tang Kai looking for that leg kick early on, but not a lot of action here in the first 5, right?
Well, neither man knows if they were. There's a left hook for Tang Kai.
That was a nice shot landed by Tang Kai right there.
These two are so dangerous that I'd even say not even a full mistake, Mitch, a half a mistake, and it could cost you the fight in the World Championship.
But keep in mind, this is a championship fight, so this is 25 minutes. So basically, we're entering minute 30 for these guys. So they have a lot of experience with each other. They know each other well, and looks like Tan Le's wearing a little bit of damage already from that big left hook landed by Tang Kai.
You see some red on his face of the interim champion, Tan Le.
There's a little bit of blood leaking from the nose of the interim champ as Tang Kai starts to march forward.
Big right hand by Tang Kai.
Tang Kai trying to trap Tan Le up against the wall right there.
There's a right hand to the body by Tang Kai. A body kick by Tan Le. A lot of feints, some head fakes by Tang. And now going for a takedown was Tan Le. Holding him off is Tang Kai.
Yeah, the nose, I think, is bothering Tan Le.
I wonder if that's going to be affecting, or if that's affecting his breathing.
It's gonna, 100%. When you got blood leaking from your nose, Ray, it affects your breathing.
When Tan Le is so locked in with his body that, he's all about, he said, I'm a lifelong martial artist, and a big part of that is your breathing, and when your breathing is impaired due to some strikes from Tang Kai, that cannot be advantageous for you.
Tang Kai trying to set up that big right hand, a lot of feints, a lot of fakes coming early on, trying to get a reaction out of Le. Pushes forward. He's following Tan Le. Can Tan Le lay some traps as he blitzes forward?
He came forward on Tang Kai as we're now at the midway point of the second round. 25 minutes. This bout is judged as a whole. And Tan Le looking to land a counter right hand.
As soon as Tan Le goes to orthodox right-handed stance, Tang Kai starts to touch him with those leg kicks.
Tang Kai's looking to cut off the circle and back up Tan Le. I believe it seems like Tan Le is inviting Tang Kai in. As soon as Tang Kai throws, Tan Le tries to counter him immediately, rapidly, Mitch.
He's a very fast counter striker, especially with that right hand. He's got beautiful footwork, right? But like I said in the beginning, like I said on the walk, Tang Kai is just so hard to hit. He's elusive, he's got good head movement, he counters very well. It's hard to find Tang Kai.
There's a body shot right down the midsection of Tan Le. We're under 90 seconds remaining in the second round.
Let's go, Webb! Let's go, guys!
Tan Le going from side to side as Tang Kai looking to close the distance here. As there's blood streaming from the nose of the interim champion, Tan Le.
Tan Le needs to be careful coming forward like that. He's getting stuck. Right as he comes forward, his feet are planted. If he doesn't throw, that's when Tang Kai kind of tees off on him. Tan Le circles, misses with a big right hook.
Yeah, that had knockout intentions all over it. Tan Le has 12 knockouts to his credit of his 14 finishes. There's a body kick there by Tang Kai. We have 30 seconds remaining in this second round. Now blood streaming from the nose of Tang Kai.
He just able to connect.
So both men's nose bloodied from the strikes of their opponent.
Tan Le was able to find some success in the latter half of this round. 10-second clapper sounds. There's a leg kick.
We near the end of the second.
Orthodox, and he looks to spin. This is the chin.
Here's some of the action from the second round, Mitch.
Here's Tan Le closing the distance and runs right into a beautiful left hand thrown by Tang Kai. Big shots landed here on the exchange. Tan Le tries to stay protected, circles out. He seems to be cruising up to a good speed here in this featherweight world title tilt.
What are you expecting in the third round? I'll start off with the interim champion, Tan Le, Mitch.
I think he's going to kind of stick to the plan. I think he's going to stay southpaw, take away Tang Kai's biggest weapon, which is that leg kick, and really try to create movement and look to set up his shots by blitzing forward. On the other side, Tang Kai is going to have to go find him, right? He's going to have to go forward, look to land that big right hand, and then try to draw in Tan Le on those explosions and then look to counter.
Now, I know that Tan Le, he's gone to southpaw. Are you surprised, though, that Tang Kai hasn't thrown any leg kicks of significant at all when it worked for him in the first fight?
It's when you have an open stance like that, it just takes away that ability to throw that kick. You can go to the inside of the thigh. It is there, you know, but it also, when you do throw that inside leg kick, it puts you right in danger of their rear hand. So if you're going to throw that leg kick, you have to make sure that you're going to use it wisely, because you're putting yourself in danger of being pretty much laid out by that rear hand.
Well, yes, since Tan Le from the outset of the fight has gone to the southpaw stance, Tang Kai has just been more resigned to box and use his hands as his primary form of weaponry against Tan Le.
Tan Le doubles up on the roundhouse kicks. I like him going to the body like that. Try to drop that rear hand and set up that head kick with that left side.
Tan Le trying to create an opening with some feints and movement, but still Tang Kai not going away anytime soon.
Those guys moving into each other's power side, so no fear from the power coming back their way, but that was a nice left hand landed by the current champ.
There was an echoing left hook that connected for the champion in Tang Kai.
Good head movement. So hard to hit. Tang Kai on the chin.
Now he goes after that leg, does Tang Kai, as you see Tan Le still in the southpaw stance. So Tang Kai now mixing in some leg kicks as well. Time being called by Olivier Coste.
Oh no, back into the pocket of Olivier Coste.
I need work from both of you. Both of you.
Looks like he's going both sides with the yellow card.
Work. Let's go.
So, yellow cards given to both men in Tang Kai and Tan Le. Likely, the action will heat up from that.
Well, we hoped it would heat up the first time we saw the yellow card, and the yellow cards have been kind of a theme of the night.
And you see a body kick being thrown by Tan Le. A straight jab to the body by Tang Kai.
Oh, stomping on the knee with the oblique kick. Just being mean out there now. Take my money, I'm gonna
body
take
kick
this
by
guy's
Tang Kai.
mobility. Lunging forward, missing with the right hand. That's one thing that Tang Kai did so beautifully in the first fight, was avoid those big blitzes.
We are now at the halfway point of the third round. This one's scheduled for 5. Again, Tan Le almost inviting in Tang Kai. She's now going to conventional, back to southpaw. And attacking that leg was Tang Kai.
2 yellow cards issued to Tan Le, 1 yellow card issued to Tang Kai. Both of them have bloody noses, so you got to wonder how the judges are going to score this fight as we come past the halfway mark of this match.
Here's an overhand right by Tang Kai, but here's Tan Le. Tan Le going forward. Can either man, it would be so imperative for them to put together sustained offense. They both are so supremely talented that they've been able to land a singular strike upon one another, but not stringing together combinations.
It's like just different blitzes, right? Tang Kai will blitz forward, and then Tan Le will backpedal and stay away from the danger, and then Tan Le will come forward with a blitz, and then Tang Kai will go backwards, avoiding the danger.
Let's go.
2 very smart, explosive knockout artists.
That was Tang Kai.
That was a beautiful shot landed by Tang Kai right there.
He put his head down, threw it over the top, and there was like a patella kick there by Tan Le. As we are now under a minute remaining here in the third. Right now, Tang Kai, the champion, there's a body kick there. What a hero reception he got after he captured the world championship against Tan Le.
Yes, he did. Over 10,000 people showed up in his hometown, threw a parade for Tang Kai to celebrate his world title victory. I'd expect more of the same here if he can get it done tonight against the interim champ, unify the belts. But he's gonna have to stop the American Vietnamese fighter, Tan Le, to do so. Oh, he caught it!
Tan Le looking for the finish. It's Tang Kai. Can he get it? Can he finish off Tan Le? And Tang Kai does it! He finishes off Tan Le. His second consecutive win over the American as he unifies the featherweight MMA division here in Qatar.
Wow, big shot. Waited for his moment, patient, like a sniper sitting on top of the roof. Found a hole, capitalized on the moment.
Tan Le made a mistake and Tang Kai made him pay dearly. What a finish here by the champion Tang Kai.
What a shot, look at this. Came forward, boom, lunged. Had him up against the fence, no place for Tan Le to go, and then Tang Kai just poured it on. Unifying the belts, big victory, and a great show of sportsmanship here right above us, but look at this ground and pound, very aggressive. Tang Kai, and still.
That was the 13th knockout of his career. The win streak goes to 11, and Tang Kai has unified the featherweight division as he defeats the interim champion Tan Le here tonight in Qatar. To make it all official, here is Don Lau.
This match was presented to you by Monster Energy. And now to present the belt for this match, we have the group president of One Championship, Mr. Hua Feng Tae. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 48 seconds in the third round for your winner by way of technical knockout. And now, undisputed one featherweight MMA champion of the world,唐
unifies the featherweight division as he defeats